What episode is this?
He's back. He's freaking back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 171. Pat Charmel, how you doing? Yeah.
Wow, I'm used to like the intro music.
No,
I'm used
bro,
to.
I'm doing cold. You know, I know how you actually like it cold. You suggested doing cold many a time, so here it is. Freaking cold. How you doing, Pat Charmel?
Good, man. How are you?
Pat Charmel, former producer of this podcast. This is just a catch-up episode. We want to know what he's been doing. Everyone's been asking about him. Guys,
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
The next two Ted Jones comedy shows lineups are set. Check the Instagram bio, Ted Jones World. Check the link in this description. October 1st and October 4th. That October 1st show, guys, is midnight, Friday night. It's going to be a banger, drink specials, and then Monday night, October 4th, 7 p.m., 116 East 16th Street at The Stand Comedy Club and Restaurant, NYC. I better see all of you guys at both of them, if not at least one of them. Okay? Great. Without further ado, let's get to this episode. Pat, how you doing, man? Walked over here.
Good, man. I haven't been here since you replaced me with that other guy.
Yes.
Paul Mon.
Yes.
What's his
Only
name?
guys
Okay.
with P's.
That guy.
You know, I love guys with PPs.
Yeah. Me too.
Dude, I was just listening to CLB. The last
Yeah?
time we spoke on text message a few times ago, you
Hot
were
trash.
saying you didn't like CLB. And I maybe agreed with you that it was mid. But, dude,
I mean, listen.
It's catching up on
Drake's
me.
been
I like
making
it.
the same album for the last 5 years. What has he done? He makes songs about girls and
Sure.
Yeah, he makes songs about like it's just all the same. There's no innovation. I mean, there's not even any slaps on this record. Like if you're gonna make the same thing over, make a slap. Make a little. Kiki, do you love? How many kids do you think he actually has?
That's a good question.
Because
ones that he knows about?
I heard I've been there's all these like conspiracy theories of what the title or what the cover album or the cover art means.
Yeah.
Now it's saying that like those are all
His
Kanye's.
baby
Those are all
mamas.
Kanye's babies. Like apparently Kanye has a bunch of kids that he doesn't tell anyone about.
That's interesting. Because, I mean, I guess with like NDAs and stuff, you could pay someone like $1 million if you're Drake or Kanye not to bring it to light that
I
you're a
guess.
baby mama.
But what really
it
is an
would need to be
NDA?
more
What does an
than that.
NDA really entail? Like, are they binding? Like, what if he pays you, or you sign an NDA and you do? Like, can he really come after you?
Yeah, I don't know. Because
how
Bieber
that
has
works.
NDAs at his parties. And like people talk about Bieber parties all the time. So
Yeah.
maybe those are a little less strict.
If I'm going to a Bieber party, you best believe I'm going to tweet about it.
You
I'm
heard
gonna
it
be
here.
all over
You
Twitter.
heard it here first. But I don't know. I wouldn't be so surprised if these gentlemen have more babies than they're leading on to the world. Because Drake only has one kid. Or as far as we know. As far as he knows.
I doubt he has just one kid, but he fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a lover boy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a
Certified,
lover.
actually. How are we doing on time?
We're doing great on time.
Good.
3 minutes 30 seconds in. Assuming we don't cut any of the beginning part. Actually,
Yeah, we probably will. I'll probably say
something.
something.
We'll probably cut the first 10 seconds too before you.
Yeah.
Wait, we're starting.
I'm gonna say something
going on?
that you're not gonna like. You weren't over at you weren't go to see your boy Johnny Biden today, or what, you're not there
no.
supporting.
I mean,
I thought you would be out there with your sign. Stop killing animals.
When did he
Throwing
come
blood
into
on
the
people.
UN?
He has
Joe
the
Biden.
UN General Assembly today. He
Okay.
he addresses the UN. So I was like walking because I had to go to Midtown, and they have like all those sand trucks lined up. So like
What's a sand truck?
for when there's a snowstorm, they have sand trucks.
What do you mean?
Like the huge trucks with sand in them to sand the street.
Sure.
So they have like pounds and pounds and pounds of sand, and when the president comes in, they put them in front of the streets that he's on
Yeah.
in like a 10-block square radius.
Is it like bags
so
of
like,
sand?
No. A giant truck with sand in it, with like a pickup truck, but on steroids.
Actually, I
You've
wanna
seen
look
them.
this up. No.
So they're so heavy that they don't want people like driving through, like ramming through the streets to get to the president. So they put these enormous sand trucks in front of the street so you can't drive through it.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about
Waste of sand, if you ask me. I wonder what they do with the sand after.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So why wouldn't they put like trash trucks?
what do you mean?
That's just, I don't know. Why do they put sand trucks? So it has
Because it's
sand
heavy.
in it?
Sand is really heavy,
okay.
so you
So it
can't
has the
drive
truck
through
and
it.
it
So
has
if you
the
were to
sand
take
in
like a
it.
truck and try and ram through and get through the barricade, they wouldn't be able to get through. I don't know why. It seems like
Interesting move.
there's other ways to do it, but I guess they're used sand.
So Pat suggested that I should go to the UN and start interviewing Trump people. I thought about it for a second for the vlog. I was going to take my Donald Trump Make America Great Again hat that I got in the very, very beginning of his presidency, and I've never worn it, but I think this
Wait,
would
why
have
did
been
you have one? Just as a joke?
At time. Well, Andy Brand had one just from
Yeah.
California, our friend who makes hats rather.
Yeah.
So in the very beginning of like when Donald Trump started to run for office, I just paid him like $40 for it. It's like a gold and white one. It's a crazy.
Do you still have it? Where is it?
Hat. I do have it.
Should I put it on?
Should I get it? No, I'm gonna get it. I'll show it to you guys, but I'm not gonna wear it. Right? Keep them entertained, Pat. Tell me about something.
14 years ago today. No, you're gonna have
Tell us what you've been doing, bro. We want to know.
Well, they don't want to know what I've been doing. I've been doing nothing. I've been.
Tell me about your job.
Yeah, I got a new job. I'm working in tech, like an asshole.
I'm showing you guys. Coming up here on the camera.
You should rock that for sure.
Making America great again. I'm not gonna rock
Have people throw things at you while you're walking down. Go
Guys,
walk
just
through the West Village.
Check it out here. I have it on the Ted Jones World YouTube channel, but it's been in my closet, I guess, for what? How many years? 4 years, probably.
Well,
that's
yeah,
how long
5
it's been.
yeah, 5 years now.
Make America great again with the white and gold. I mean, people, I feel like, would have trusted me if I was wearing this hat, but I ain't wearing it.
We're not actually starting
you're
our
not actually
podcast.
starting
No,
one?
no.
Oh,
Well, we thought about it maybe a little bit, and then the first episode, and we were sitting there, and we're like, nah, we don't want to do this.
Well, we'll see. You guys stay tuned for Paul and Pat's
Yeah, maybe we'll try it
adventure,
again,
episode
but
2. You should. Why not?
It's hard, man.
Just
I
come on, just
give you
talk shit.
credit. I give you credit because, especially if you've never done it before,
Mm-hmm.
like you sit there, like you think, like chatting it up with your friends. Yeah, everyone's funny. Like you
Right.
can chat, and
Yeah.
it's like you have good conversation when you're just with your boys drinking at a bar or whatever. But when you're sitting down and the camera's on, there's lights in
Sure.
your face. You're like,
Because there's a little bit more pressure. You don't want to say anything
Yeah.
really fucking dumb.
you don't want to say anything dumb. It's just like you want it to be entertaining, and it's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah,
It's. I
that's
mean.
true.
You've come a long way. Like
Yeah.
I remember your first. I was actually watching your first episode.
Really?
Yeah,
With
like
the broken jaw?
Yeah, with the broken jaw on that chair
Yeah,
right there,
in
and
the
like
brown
you were
chair.
like kind of didn't know what to talk about,
Yeah.
stumbling. I mean, it was fine, but
Sure.
it's just like to see where it's come now. But
Yeah.
like people don't understand how hard it is to like sit in front of a camera.
Well,
it's
I
much
appreciate that,
easier
man.
to be a guest on a podcast.
Sure, because you got all the questions firing at you.
Exactly.
And usually you'll get the questions before low
Yeah.
stakes for the most part.
But to be like, I think it's actually easier to do it by yourself though. If you have a co-host who also isn't used to doing it, then it's like you're both kind of like you don't know what the fuck to talk about, and you're both kind of like, oh shit, what do we do? But I don't know.
Well, so now we do just one episode with me here on the couch per week, and
You
then
have a
one
guest
when
too,
I have
right?
a lovely guest here. So
Yeah.
I also give Pat massive props for producing the podcast for a full year. It's a lot of freaking work.
Worked out
behind
a lot of the
scenes,
kinks,
man.
you know?
Yeah.
Worked out
And
a lot of the
The
kinks.
thing is with the kinks, man, it's almost every day.
Yeah, it really is.
It really
I know,
is.
like, I remember, like, I would send you, like, you would be, like, asking for it, and I'd be like, this came up, and you're probably like, what the fuck? Like, but it's like, oh, there's something always happens.
Yeah.
The audio doesn't sync right. It's taking 3 hours to upload to
You can cut
YouTube.
far enough as much
yeah.
as you want, whatever it is.
There's just, like, all these
Uploading to
tiny little
YouTube.
things.
Sure. And then now that I'm doing the vlog and the podcast, it's
Yeah.
just like,
Who's this
one or the
person that's
other.
following you around? I gotta
Well,
know
I
who the
just have-
cameraman
I mean,
is.
right now we
It's
don't
like
have-
an NYU student.
we don't have a set videographer now, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of people are
Craigslist.
I'm definitely have a lot of W9s right now that I'm flying out. We don't have anyone that does it every single time, so I kind of just pick and choose, and then at least once a week
Yeah.
have somebody following me around. Like this Donald Trump thing that you were saying, I feel like could have worked better if I had somebody that was holding the camera, you know, on the other
Yeah,
hand.
oh,
if I
yeah,
had
for
a
sure,
videographer.
for
'Cause
sure.
It's tough to like selfie and do these kind of things. Like when I'm selfieing and just have the camera held out, I
Yeah.
feel like my options are limited. I don't feel I still feel like I can do an episode for sure, and it's great.
Uh-huh.
But I think that there's a lot of value when somebody's behind the camera
For
just
sure, it
holding
makes
the whole time.
makes
you
it
know?
a lot easier.
Yeah.
And so the protesters are funny. Like they were like Trump won signs, and this guy had this huge flag on like the end of a pole, and he was going like this, and like this all the
But,
secret.
like, fishing it.
Yeah, he was pretending to like fish. He was like, I'm fishing for Democrats. You see any Democrats? And there was like Secret Service walking by. He was like, you can see any Democrats? I was like, what are you gonna do when you catch one, pal?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, right.
Literally change the election.
Trump won though. You heard it here first.
That's crazy, man.
According to the people on-
it's still going on. I don't remember any presidency or any president losing the election and then his supporters are just so.
Be honest. You
Advocate
kind of
it.
miss it.
Advocate
You
it.
kind of miss him being president.
Eh.
Be honest.
I don't know, man. I don't think
You
I
have nothing
I don't
to
think
talk
I-
about now.
Yeah, yeah, right.
It was-
now it's
you
all
always
COVID.
had
I
fodder.
used to just be talking shit about Donald
Nothing.
Trump.
Now it's boring. What now? There's nothing for people to complain about
Nothing for
now.
people to
What have
watch
been
on the
people
media.
complaining
And also
about lately?
People aren't really giving Joe Biden too much shit, I feel. But maybe that's because
Yeah, I feel like
he doesn't deserve it as much, or they're taking it easy on him.
Well, he hasn't fucked up too bad. I mean, the Afghanistan thing was a pretty bad fuck up, and I feel like he
That
got
wasn't
off.
his fault.
No, it is, dude.
You think the first 19 years of that war...
That's the bad argument, because it's not like no one told him about that before. He knew he was going to have to deal with that when he came into president. Like, if you're not prepared to deal with that, you shouldn't be president, you know?
Right.
Like, I understand that argument, but
George
it's not
Bush
really a great argument.
Fucked us back
sure,
then,
of course.
Nobody really has talked about it until recently.
Well, no. Everyone was pissed. Yeah, dude, his approval rating was fucking in the shit. I mean, we were younger then, but... Yeah. I feel like they didn't give him like, if you're gonna be, you have to be. I know, like, the partisanship right now is crazy. Like, people are so rabid about being on one side or the other that they're not willing to give the same critique to their representative of their. So like,
people give way too much of a fuck about political.
Yeah, you have to hold each president to the same standard. Like, if Joe Biden fucks up, you gotta say he fucked up, right? You can't just let him skate by just because Donald Trump was a shitty president. Like, because then that. Who's held accountable for the? If we're just saying, oh, it was Trump, it was Bush, it was Clinton. Clinton was
or Obama or whatever.
Yeah, whoever.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you have to hold everyone accountable, or else, like, you go through the next president without holding them accountable, blaming someone from 3 years ago. It's like, okay, that was in the past. They know what they got themselves into. They're here to fix it. Now we have to hold everyone to the same standard. And until we do that, I don't think we're going to get anywhere.
I also don't really feel like we're focusing on what needs to be focused on in the next 5 years. Hear me out for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Fixing the planet. There's so many hurricanes happening this season. The weather is so friggin' hot.
What are we going to do about that? I'm genuinely asking, because, like, I don't know.
I think everybody really needs to tap into them figuring it out as their own person. You got to reduce your carbon footprint by eating less meat or doing something that's dramatic, man. People just don't give a fuck still. Nobody alive, if you're eating fucking meat, gives a fuck, I mean, that's the number one cause of carbon emissions.
Yeah,
so
sure, yeah.
You got to change it in a dramatic way, and it feels like in the UK, it's already started. That movement has become dramaticized, if that's a correct word. But, like, government and parliament are advocating for slaughterhouses to be shut down. That's not happening at all in the States,
Would you be?
Like that hasn't started.
Would the world be able to be fed with current agriculture? Everyone went plant based. Is there enough agricultural
we feed
processes
80 billion cows and
with
chicken.
grain?
Right, but we can feed 5 billion humans with grain.
Yeah, no, but grain, like, producing grain isn't good either. I mean, it's
with fruits, sure. So there's bushes, dude. You just eat some.
Yeah,
berries.
I think it's definitely it's definitely not that easy, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, there are steps that we as United States people need to make. We need to make progress. We haven't made any.
You have to go like this when you're saying that.
Like Bill Clinton? I was watching that impeachment show. Do you watch it yet? Watch the first 2 episodes. It's about Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton's relationship.
Yeah.
And he was a dog. I mean, I don't know
he gets off easy, too.
He does. He has been. First
he's forever.
Paula Jones. Then it was
Epstein.
Monica Lewinsky. Epstein. When is Bill Clinton going to get his?
Seriously, man. It's insane how much he's gotten away. He's just, like, skated off. No one's questioned, like, why are you best friends with... Why are you on the Lolita Express going to this island with Jeffrey Epstein every other weekend? Whatever.
That was weird how many times he's been logged on. And then where's Ghislaine Maxwell? We haven't heard from her in how many months?
I don't know. She's in prison, isn't she? Or she bailed? I don't know.
Hasn't she reached out to media people through her lawyers and been like, yo, give me less time on my sentence or something?
It is weird how you haven't kind of heard from her after he died. I don't know.
After Epstein died?
Yeah. That's wild, man. That whole thing is so strange. Like, no one ever questioned, like, him at all. Like, this guy who was like...
And Bill Gates chilled with him, too.
I know. Everyone did. But, like, how did he... He was just he was like a banker, and then he became like a consultant, right?
Well, I think that he started banging this guy, Lex Werner.
Banging?
Is that his name? Yeah, he was like his gay lover.
Okay.
I'm going to look up this
That's
guy.
how, like,
a billionaire.
So no one ever questions, like, why he was friends with scientists and Bill Gates and royalty and, like, it's insane.
Yeah, Leslie Werner, excuse me.
You got to do another conspiracy podcast like we did with...
yeah, literally. That would be part 3, right?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein used this billionaire, Leslie Wexner, who had like 13 bill at the time. He was like his financial guy. And then I think through that, Lex Werner gave job or whatever management to Epstein for a lot of other people's funds. He has $6 billion now. Like,
this guy?
That's what it says, yeah.
Is he implicated in any of this stuff or no?
I don't know. Is he even alive? We gotta look that up. So bizarre. This guy is still alive, and we really haven't heard anything about him. Like, he let Jeffrey Epstein use his house on the Upper East Side. Effed up, man. Billionaires sometimes are weird people. you hear like beyond the curtain of these yacht stories when they're on yachts in foreign countries and stuff that don't have laws or whatever. It just gets crazy.
Oh, really? Because they're in like
the waters of Gibraltar or some shit.
What do they call it? What are, international waters?
Yeah, exactly. And you can just do such weird shit, have the weirdest parties there.
What do you think? Have you been watching what do you think about that? Sorry to cut you off. The girl that just died and her boyfriend traveling. Isn't that wild?
Let's talk about this. The fact that the boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, traveled from Wyoming to his house in Florida, his parents' house in Florida, with, I don't even know, with no thought in his mind, or I don't even know what you do in that situation, but it looks like he killed her.
For sure. And the parents are definitely covering for him.
Yeah,
like
they
definitely like
he's missing. He's missing.
Yeah, I know. He's been missing for like 3 to 4 days. Dude, that's so crazy. Like, and it's like kind of gross how like romanticized it got on TikTok. Like, so many TikTokers and like YouTubers were like making videos about it. Be like, oh my God, this is getting so wild.
Right.
It's
and then in this particular video, like, you can see her journal.
Yeah. And then you're like, go to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing a documentary on it, like my own documentary on it. It's like you're just trying to get paid off this girl who just got murdered. It's like kind of messed up.
Also is interesting, like there are child traffickers that just go missing, or children that go missing all the time.
Never hear about it. But the good thing about
is it because it's the United States, or why do you think there's so much more traction behind it? Is it because she's a pretty girl?
That's probably part of it. Yeah, it's like they're a young, like probably attractive couple. They're like wanting to be influencers, and it just got picked up by social media. Like social media is a good thing because they probably helped.
Yeah.
They definitely helped find her. Sure. Like you go on Reddit and they're like, people have no lives and are just like combing through like videos and pictures from their trip, trying to figure out like the exact pinpoint location of where the van was in like Teton National Park, and like calling the FBI and like, according to my calculations that I've done, it's the van should be here.
It was crazy. Well, there was some weird parts in that the parents didn't hear from her for like 12 days, right?
Yeah.
And
or something like that.
But before they even filed a missing person.
Well, they got pulled. Like, there's video of them getting pulled over, right? Did you see that?
No.
So they got pulled over.
Oh, you're talking about Gabby.
Yeah. Because like someone called the cops on them because they were having like a fight. Yeah, and he had like scratches all over his face, and they made them separate. And like, I don't know, it's just wild. Do you think he killed himself, or do you think he's hiding?
He's doing a pretty good job hiding.
Yeah, like how have you not?
I mean, there's definitely a lot of foresty acres over there by his crib, but I mean, he could have maybe just, did he park the car, or did he take himself out there?
No, I think he brought the car home, and apparently the parents said he was going on a hike, and then they never heard from him after. They're like, you didn't think it was weird that he came home by himself without his wife or fiance or whatever she was, that he was supposed to be going on a 3-month-long trip with?
What would you do, though?
In her van?
No, as a parent of Brian
I don't know.
Laundrie.
It's hard to say. I'd be like, you got to give yourself up. I don't know. I don't have a kid right now, so maybe I would like do anything I can to cover for my kid. But if he came up to me and was like, yeah, I killed my girlfriend, I got to like get out of town. Can you cover for me?
Let's say he didn't say anything.
Right.
Like came back, acted normal, but the only thing that was not normal was that his
wife
girlfriend that he was living with in that house for a year was not there.
And that was her van.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Apparently they split it, the van.
Oh, okay, maybe, yeah.
So he came back from Wyoming on how long does that take to get there?
It's like Wyoming to Florida, right?
It's like 60-hour trip.
I mean, it's cross country, basically. Yeah. It takes like probably, I don't know, 4 days, 5 days.
As a parent, I'm saying like I'm a parent. As a parent, I can see them being hesitant towards being like, okay, you have to give yourself up. Maybe they just didn't talk about it. It's hard for me to believe that they just didn't talk about it.
I think he went home. He told them, I'm in trouble. I did this. I killed her. Or maybe he said it was an accident.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever.
Definitely.
I don't think he just went home and was like, I'm going on a hike. And then...
Yeah. Because he was home for a few days, and then like there's swarms of crowds outside.
Like no one's seen. Like we don't know that he's actually home. His parents just said, "Oh yeah, he was home, and now we can't find him." They could have gone and picked the van up for him or something, which is probably not true. But
yeah, I guess
I don't think he's been seen by anyone other than allegedly his parents.
Not 100% sure here, but I think you're right. But like, if you were to be Brian, I mean, would you kill yourself? That's a crazy question.
I wouldn't kill my girlfriend in the first place.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Wouldn't. We'll probably edit that part out. But if we didn't, you guys just got some bloopers behind the scenes. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about your job, man. You're very mysterious about your tech job. You working at Facebook or the FBI or CIA or some shit?
Yeah, actually, I'm working for the NSA.
NASA?
No, the NSA,
What
the
is that,
National Security Agency. I think,
Actually?
right? Yeah, so I'm going to be... No, dude. You
need like be behind the scenes.
Quadruple top secret security clearance.
You're just talking about it on the phone.
Yeah, like looking up your text messages and your...
Yeah? Well, I wouldn't be so surprised if that was your job, man.
Yeah, well, I'm working... I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a tech... software search engine optimization
in Manhattan, though, right?
Yeah.
How are the dating
Downtown.
apps treating you, bro? We'll talk about that for a second.
I don't really go on the dating
You have
apps
a girlfriend?
anymore. No.
Every time I see this kid, he's got a different girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding, ladies. Imagine the one girl you're seeing is watching this. She's super pissed.
Love you.
Sydney.
Just kidding.
I love you, Sid. You're not using dating apps. Our boy is hacking the dating apps. Our boy is recently single.
Who? Oh,
and he is just on the dating apps now every day. I mean,
it's such a... I just can't, like, it's...
society.
Setting up... I wish you could do it where, like, the first date was just, like, come over and have, like, some wine on the couch.
Sure.
I know that's not really that acceptable for whatever reason.
That could be an app that you can make that people understand. It's like, have a home
And
date.
I can understand trepidation of a girl coming over to a guy's place for the first date.
It's sketch.
But, like, I went on a first date once to a girl's apartment. We just drank wine. I was like...
remember that.
Yeah, it was so much better than, like, going out. And, like,
Didn't you end up seeing that girl a couple times, too?
We like hang out. We don't. It's just like we still.
No, but I mean
like,
that the date went well enough.
Yeah. We went to a party. Yeah, that girl. So, yeah, I don't know. I wish it was more like a little more casual than you got to find the restaurant. You got to hope she likes the restaurant. You got to like make sure you can just do drinks.
With that restaurant, though, I think you just got to go for drinks then.
No, I know, but you still have to go to it's usually a restaurant, I don't know, or like a bar or whatever. Yeah. But it's just like a pain in the ass trying to find a place. You have to do everything.
Sure. And you have to pay probably.
Yeah, you have to pay.
I haven't been on a date, man, in over 5 or 6 months.
That's good. Don't go on dates.
Yeah. I mean, the dating apps have been fun for swiping and being like, oh, yes, maybe this will happen. But, like, nothing's come of it.
But I think I heard you say it like it's when you have it, you're just on it too much.
You're on it too much.
Yeah.
It's really bad. But then other than that, it's tough to meet other people. Unless
it really
you go
is.
to a bar drinking and you're with your friends. You got to dedicate a whole night to it.
Yeah, I do that. I mean, I do go out, but I just like I'm not like a small talk in person kind of guy. It's just like in a dark, loud place with music playing. Like, do you come here often?
Oh my
like
God.
It's so annoying. It's like yelling here. What did you say? What?
That's the worst.
You work for Spotify?
Like,
no, it's called Spotify.
Let me buy you a drink. Spend fucking $40.
Yeah.
Hopefully this works out. Shit, did I bring a rubber?
Is she
Dude, I've had the same condom in my wallet for I think 2 years.
Let's break it out this weekend, man.
The thing is, me and you just bang each other right here, dude. I think that.
That's behind the paywall.
It takes years for a condom to expire. I'm not even.
I heard you're not supposed to keep. I don't think you're supposed to keep them in your wallet.
Yeah, I have heard that too.
I think
it has a permanent.
The friction.
Literally, look at its permanent circle in there because it's been in there for so long.
That's such like a middle school move. Like, I keep a condom in my wallet just in case.
Dude, that'd be funny if I don't even have it in here and it's just making
I can clearly see the ring.
Oh no, I do. Oh my God, look. This
is that a Maggie?
Of course, dude.
Sick,
even if
dude.
you can't fit into a Magnum, boys. Whatever, just roll it up. Wear a Magnum.
No.
Imagine.
Should we blow it up? Put some water in it. Test its durability.
I honestly don't even have a expiration date on here. That's how old it might be. It might have been before the expiration dates were made. Dude, can you see it on there? It's definitely on there.
Give it here, Malfoy.
Oh, man, dude. July 1st, 2021. No way.
That's when it expires?
Yes, look. No,
damn.
I think it's on the front. I just showed it. It's very hard to see. The gray on it.
Oh, yeah.
You see it?
Yeah.
712021.
I don't see it, but I'll take your word for it. Damn, you missed it, man. You got to throw it down there. Or you can use it. You can use a little passive.
Here, look right
expiry
here.
date.
Up there where my finger is. You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, maybe I have to get a new pack. Or I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, guys. Not going on dates, not having sex. Guys, Ted Jones Comedy Show. October 1st, midnight. Pat, you going to be there? Drink specials?
Yes, absolutely. I'll be there. That's the only reason you should come.
You know what? If you're not going to be there, you'll be there Monday, October 4th, 7 p.m. If that's a better time for you, come have drinks.
I'm a working man now. I can't be coming on a weeknight.
Be great. Well, what's your schedule looking like?
It's a normal,
7 p.m.'s a good time.
job. Yeah.
It's a good date
I like
time.
going out during the week. I don't like going out on the weekends. All the best stuff happens during the week because there's not as many people out.
Sure.
It's much more chill.
Sure.
I feel like just the cooler people go out during the week.
Maybe.
Not saying I'm cool, but I'm a little cool.
You're right. On Monday nights, that industry night. And also these places that we used to go 4 or 5 years ago. Where would we go, man? House and Hall, freaking Gem Saloon, if we were even going there, with 300 people in the bar.
Oh, yeah. On a Saturday, it's just the places are too packed on the weekends.
Yeah.
Thursday night is the way to go.
Right.
But you don't go out anymore, so.
No, man. It's been a minute. I was telling these guys is that like the only time I'm going out is if I have a show or something very, very enticing is going on. Because I'm not just trying to have dinner with my boys at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday, man. I'm going to get tired.
What? That's so lame. That is the lamest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Save money.
That was so... yeah, I don't want to hang out with my friends on a weekday at 8 o'clock. I'll be tired. What?
Saying,
You're
dude,
29 years old.
I go to sleep early, dude.
What are you, 75?
I go to sleep very early.
You have to go get the lunch special at the diner?
Get the lunch special at the diner. Imagine. They can't even feed me anymore, man. I go to a diner and I can barely even have... I mean, the only thing they have at diners that are vegan,
do you have Impossible
pickles.
burgers?
Yeah, and they don't even have Impossible burgers. This wedding that I went to the other night, beautiful wedding. Beautiful.
What were their vegan options? None.
Light. It was tough. I was just drinking
White Claw the whole night. Vegan, I mean, synonymous with light? Like, there's not much heavy.
Well, it was you mean
really light? Yeah, you mean like,
There's not any really at all, man. It was mushrooms.
What was it?
And they made me a special artichoke dish because I was asking so many people.
We talking magic mushrooms or just talking like nightshade?
I mean, the night was magical. I imagine those are magic mushrooms. No, they were not.
The real magic was the friends we made along the way.
Have you ever done chocolate mushrooms?
No.
I did the other night. I was friggin'
Didn't you do
balls?
Didn't you do them in Miami too at that wedding?
Chocolate mushrooms? I did. Good call.
You're a big chocolate mushroom guy, huh? You got the plug?
Chocolate mushrooms.
Why don't you send them my way?
Yeah, chocolate mushrooms are fun. You got to be careful with the dosages because it's not like those weed gummies where you like keep taking more if you don't feel it.
I've actually never done shrooms.
Well, if you keep taking the shrooms like you don't feel it because it takes like 30 minutes, I would imagine you would just get super shroomed out.
Gone off the Pacquiao.
When you have those gummies, you just keep having more, and then you'll hopefully be all right.
Yeah.
But you like weed gummies, huh?
Yeah, I dabble. I mean, dab. Emphasis on the dab. Let me hit a dab, bro. No.
You want to? Imagine if I have a
absolutely
dab.
not.
You hit the bong.
No, I had to like
bong in
Dude, gummies are tough. Even when they have the milligrams on them, it's like I'll take one and I won't feel anything, and then I'll take another one another time and be on Mars in like 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, it's just they're not very consistent. At least the ones I've had from the dispensaries I've gotten from.
Oh, you got them from dispensaries. I was gonna say if you get it from like somebody who's not.
No. Even from the dispensaries, I gotta like really be in the mood. It's got to be. I don't know.
It's really effed up. Like the MedMen on 35th and 5th, whatever, man. Last time you were on the podcast, we were probably talking about it. When are they going to start selling joints and gummies and real weed stuff? You know,
probably pretty soon.
I don't know. It's taken a long time.
The only reason I like the convenience of gummies and stuff, but you can't really get the different kind of strains via gummies because when it's like
sativa,
right, it's kind of all the same thing. It's like I remember that one time you gave me one and I took it and it was like it got me like amped up. But I don't think you can get that in it because from what I read, it burns off all like the terpenes, which is
terpenes.
Yeah,
what's that? THC.
No, those are the characteristics of the weed that makes it like it's either a downer or an upper or whatever, or it's euphoric or it's creative or like the things that make a sativa and an indica an indica.
Rush? Sorry, we're hopping from
what is that?
You never taken Rush? All right, so it's this thing that comes in like a little bottle. It's like wax, and apparently it loosens up your butthole.
Oh, it's like a popper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I've never done it, but I know what a popper is.
I got it for.
I believe those are popular in the gay community.
I got it for the wedding that I went to for me and my boy, but we never did it. I forgot to bring it to the wedding.
This is just basically paint thinner. This is basically like nail polish remover.
Yeah, it says for artificial nails apply liberally on artificial nails. Use cotton swab on other end. So basically, anytime you smell this, you just get super lightheaded. I guess we're gonna do it.
Kills mad brain cells.
Yeah. So then.
But how many times can you use it?
Every time you smell it, it takes a good amount out. So probably like 20 times or so.
Let's see this.
You start to feel
How you feeling?
Slowly. Be careful with that. Don't drop it. Oh my God.
You gonna pass out, pal?
That's crazy that you could just buy that at the deli.
Yeah, it smells like glue. It smells like liquid glue.
Put it on the oof, and you just get a little brain rush.
Oh shit!
This is not drugs.
It's a little delayed.
Yeah.
I don't feel my butthole loosening, to be honest.
You will.
Okay. Okay, we'll be right back.
Just stick my fingers in there. Yeah, word. Jamaican choice hot sauce. You want to try some
Perfect
hot
for
sauce?
your
You want
butthole.
to freaking double it up? No, you don't have to. I won't make you do that unless you want to.
What?
A cap full of hot sauce.
What kind of hot? Let me see it.
Well, this I have.
This is hot ones now. Sean Evans.
I have Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper already open.
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you'll die.
Yeah, no thanks.
Peter Fowler
Ugh.
last episode came on, took a capful with me, and it was tough, man. It took us like 5 minutes to recover. Also,
I'm sorry,
rush,
where am I?
man, I always regret sniffing it when I have sniffed it.
Ugh, it feels like it's gonna make me nauseous in about an hour.
It won't. It'll just be up. It'll give you a headache the rest of the day. Though.
Oh no, no, it's fine. You'll just have a throbbing headache for the rest of the day.
You won't feel nauseous.
You'll just turn your back on everyone you know.
Pat, so what else is up, man? How's the fam?
Nothing, man. I just got back from Italy. I was on a trip to Italy with my parents, actually.
Out there? And how was that with your parents? A trip to Italy?
It's fine. I mean, I haven't been on it was my dad's birthday. He's always wanted to go. He wanted to go for his 60th birthday, but like he couldn't. Just like the scheduling was messed up, and then he wanted to go last year, but COVID. So we finally went this year. 10 days with your parents, especially as an only child, is a lot.
That was also pretty sneaky. You didn't say your dad's full age there. We won't ask though. But go ahead. Yes.
Oh, didn't I? No, I did.
You said he wanted to go for his 60th, but we don't know how old he is now. Maybe you would have went for his 65th.
No, I did the math. I said 2 years ago. 2 years ago, couldn't do it. Last year, he's 62.
Yeah, but I would think that it would be nice to be an only child on a trip like that.
No,
with your family.
No, I mean.
I don't know. You got your own room.
Well, I did get my own room, which was nice. But like, I don't know. My parents are not good travelers. Like, my dad is very. He travels. I don't know. My mom's just very.
We need to do this. We need to do this.
Kind of like she's just like very anxious. She's like everything bothers her about traveling. Like like the security. How are we gonna get through security? We have to get to the airport too early. Like, did you call the cab? Did you do this? It's like. Everyone needs to calm down. My dad takes a long time to do things. He's like a little bit aloof, a little bit oblivious. Like takes a long time if he has to call an Uber. It's just like they don't go well when they're traveling. So it's like, and I'm just in the middle of it. Like, oh my god, please get me out of here. But it was amazing. I've never been to Italy.
You were at that hotel for 10 days, or you bounced around?
No, so we were in Rome, in a hotel in Rome for a day. Flew into Rome, stayed there for the day, then drove to the Amalfi Coast, stayed in an Airbnb there for 8 days.
Did you book that Airbnb?
No, my dad did.
That's pretty swift.
Yeah.
I don't know if my dad.
I don't know how he did it. I don't know how he did it. It was a sick Airbnb too. Oh, wow. Yeah. Have you been to Italy?
I have. I actually went with my dad, and that was like when I was 15 years old. It was a little tough to go on just a vacation with my dad, just him and I.
Was it like an actual vacation, or was he going there for something?
No, it was a vacation. So we went for 10 days, and we saw so many different parts of Italy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. If you said the city, I would tell you if
it's
I went there or not.
It's an amazing.
Not Venice, but I went like a lot of other places, not the Amalfi Coast. It was very nice.
It's really nice.
Sharing a room with your dad, going on, spending 24 hours a day with your dad when you're 15 years old. Maybe you don't really have the same interests or anything.
Yeah, it's
and
tough.
that was when the Jersey Shore crew was there.
Oh,
so
really?
We saw them filming. Yeah.
Oh, wait. So it's probably Rome. I'm sure that's where they were, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you went to Rome on an Italy trip.
No, I definitely went to Rome. That's where they were. And they were in a nice apartment, and we were staying by at a hotel.
Oh,
I was sleeping on the cot the entire
My dad
time.
he this hotel we were at, like we only stayed for one night, but the view was like insane.
Yeah. I think he's sent a picture.
Crazy, dude. Yeah, it was like you could see all of Rome. I was like, what is this place? This is wild.
Hotels are lit, and I feel like
hotels are lit.
Anytime I've been at a hotel, I've just been happy. So I was happy when I went with him, even though I had to sleep on the freaking cot.
Dude, the pasta.
Sawing logs, bro.
The pasta is not overrated in Italy. There's food where you go where they talk about like something that's so like, something is so great wherever you go and like this is not that great. Dude, the pasta is like smash your head against the wall good. Yeah, it's like so good.
And I wasn't vegano back then, so I was eating freaking goat's feet pasta.
Goat's feet pasta, man.
The ham
cow
and
dick
pasta, whatever it was.
What?
Also, when I was 15, I was like buying cigarettes, Lucky Strikes from a vending machine.
Yeah.
How funny is that? Because you couldn't get Lucky Strikes in the United States.
Why did you want Lucky Strikes?
I just wanted Camel Blues and Lucky Strikes. Yeah, I thought it was cool. Dude.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I was smoking cigs.
Now in most of Europe, especially in Italy, and I think you do it in Australia too, like the cigarettes have like black lungs and like deformed fetuses on them.
Yeah, they might have had it back then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
To like deter you from getting
but in Europe, cigarettes. They still smoke so many cigarettes. It's funny you don't really see that many people smoking heaters in the city anymore. Maybe not so much. You see construction workers.
Yeah, it's probably
maybe
about,
like a model or whatever. You think it's the same?
Yeah, I didn't see that many people smoking in Italy.
Really?
I thought I would see more. I think it's like a little more in France.
When I was there, the last time I was there, I guess whatever it was, probably 15 years ago. Jesus, almost 15 years ago. There were just a lot of cigarettes, a lot of little coffee shops. Whatever.
You have any cigarettes? You want to light up?
Do I have any cigarettes here?
Yeah.
No, I don't. But I got some freaking weed. Also, dude, when I was at this wedding, my boy gave me like 16 joints. He brought 18 joints to the party, rolled up. And then as I was leaving at the end of the night, he gave me 16 joints while he went on to the after party for the next 2.5 hours. I was so confused.
Just to hold?
I don't even know.
This is like a deposit?
Dude, I don't know. I smoked a lot of them already, so I assume not. But like, I don't know. I don't remember. I was drunk, and he ended up just giving me 16 joints. I smoked quite a number of them. And here I am, bro. Now, I don't smoke 3 hours, though, before the podcast. As you guys can tell, I would already lose way more words than I do. So
where did those words go, by the way?
I don't smoke weed before the podcast. They might have gone into that popper jar that we just did. That wasn't as bad as I had thought it would be.
It's like it's not bad.
Sometimes when
you look like you're in bad shape, to be honest. You're rubbing your face. You're
my nose.
Yeah, you kind of lost.
I'm itchy.
You're a little quieter. Do you need some Benadryl?
Yeah, bro. No, I'm good. I think you should take the hot sauce, though. Take a capful.
I'll take a capful of the hot sauce.
You will?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
All right, BRB.
This is the Carolina Reaper one?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, you'll be fine. You're a hot sauce guy.
No, I'm not. No, I hate hot sauce. I like Mike's, what is it called?
Mike's Hard Hot Sauce?
Yeah,
oh, you mean Frank's Red Hot?
Frank's Red Hot, yeah. Mike's Hard.
Mike's Hard. Okay.
This is going to make me puke. I'm already this popper already got me making me.
You're not going to puke. You're fine.
My butthole's
so
all
I'm
loose.
give you half a cap. I'm not going to give you full. If you like it, we'll give you another one. All right. So this is just
I'm not going to want another one. Do I get anything for this or just?
What do you mean, bro? You're on the friggin' camera. Yes, you get a lot of support.
I'm not entertaining enough? They have to see me.
You get a lot of support from everybody watching here. What is this?
No, I don't.
Fucking spring water.
Oh, yeah, Mountain Valley.
Yeah, it's from the Mount Valley.
Sponsor the pod.
Word.
All right, it smells disgusting. It smells like battery acid.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, that's so hot.
You have water next to you, right? It's tough to talk on it right away. That I will say for Pat.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's like, why would they even make something like this? Like, it's just for novelty. Right? Like, no one's putting this on their food.
Dude, I put it on my rice.
You're not putting this on your nachos. You're fucking
God.
Wegano nachos.
I just don't put that much.
I got the hiccups. This has been the Ted Jones World Podcast, episode fucking 70,000.
Oh my God, dude. Are you?
I'll see you guys at the Ted Jones Comedy
Pat,
Show.
thank you so much for coming on the Ted Jones World Podcast
hiccups.
here. Pat, an amazing former producer here. Pat, I really appreciate everything you've done in connection to this podcast and everything you've done in life. You've been a great person, great pal.
Thanks, man.
And I hope you survive this hot sauce, which I imagine you will. Guys, next comedy show, October 1st, then October 4th. Check the link in my YouTube
Okay, bye. I'm getting some water.
We will see you next time. Peace. Yeah.